we had Trump saying that today. He referred to the redistricting thing. Let's play that clip of him calling it a wonderful process.
Who are confused about the changing maps, the changing dates, and to African Americans concerned that this is going to draw black members of Congress off the map. What do you say?
Well, I think it's been a wonderful process. They've been.
That ad writes itself, y'all. That ad writes itself. I mean, I literally am not above doing Edmund Pettus Bridge, Jim Crow, dogs and fire hoses footage over that clip, because that's exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, no, and
it's a wonderful process. Jim Crow's wonderful.
Yeah, you match that with I don't pay any attention to the economic problems of average Americans. And by the way, I think getting rid of black representation is a wonderful process.
And now that today we have in the news that inflation is at 3.8% and food inflation is at 11.1%. Heck of a job, Donnie. I really think
if we do something about this, Rick, we really should tie in the fact we don't talk about this how much our immigration regulations, rules, system now is predicated on favoring white people entering the country. The oppressed South Africans,
those poor South African farmers
that are coming in. Which goes
they'll be picking the crops for us, of course.
Yeah, sure. Absolute lunatic idea that these South Africans like Elon Musk and Peter Thiel, who grew up in South Africa, is not South African, David Sachs, have become fabulously wealthy and have managed to bring sort of 1980s South Africa.
Look, some of these maps would make the guys who drew the township maps back in the 80s and during apartheid proud. They'd be like, yes, that's a good compact one. That's a good township there you've drawn.
Well, the biggest danger again in this exercise was the way capital and autocracy are aligned and working together to get this all done.
It's literally the subject of my new book.
Right. And that the most important thing, the other piece of this that we all need to start thinking about is how can we create enough economic pressure to make some of that capital say, I'm not going there.
Well, as of right now, they're still all in.
Yeah.
But I think that's a good point, Joe, is that they have not felt any significant brand or economic pressure and in the last few years on that. And we did that very successfully back in 2021 after January 6th.
That's right.
It is
with
not
Toyota.
We got Toyota and AT&T and a bunch of other people to stop giving money to the Republicans for about a year and a half.
And we got to get back on that. I mean, that was one of the things that I just, any insight from the two, runs that we did was if we splinter the capitalist, just get some splintering going on with corporations, that ends it for them. I mean, that's that and us turning out big. It's those two things. And I agree with the militias and other things that Stuart and you were talking about.
And we got to flood the zone with legal preemptive legal action. Again, I would get a restraining order against Cleta Mitchell, so she can't come to your state.
I love that.
She's there to commit a crime. She's there to try to steal your vote. And the novel legal theories on the right that are accepted, and people go, "Oh, that's crazy," but I guess they can do it.
Well, and this one has the advantage of being true, and that she will try to steal your vote.
100%.